The Biden administration is reportedly discussing using Gitmo, Guantanamo Bay, as a migrant center to process Haitian migrants in the event there's a mass exodus from Haiti to the United States, which
is happening.
It's happening as obviously likely, considering that Haiti apparently is descended into warlordocracy, with the top warlord reportedly being a guy named Barbecue who eats people.
Oh, God, that's so gross. And yesterday they stopped a boat that had 60 Haitians on it from entering the Florida coast. So they're coming.
Well, the Dominicans certainly are not going to take them, as has been their recent history, CBS reporting.
As Haiti's political future hangs in the balance, the neighboring Dominican Republic is cracking down on undocumented Haitians, rounding them up and sending them back to their country.
¿Qué pasó? Que nos tratan como perro.
They treat us like dogs, this man told us after he was released, adding we were detained since yesterday with no food, nothing.
This is the fourth truck that we've seen here in just the past 4 hours. This is a scene that happens every day here at the border.
Earlier in the day, this woman collapsed as she was being taken off an overcrowded immigration truck. Haitian-American Dana Josephs happened to be driving by, put her in the back of his truck, and rushed her to the hospital.
It could be my family, but even though I don't even know her. So this is my car that I have to use just to save her life. I'll do it.
These scenes at the border comes at a moment of desperation for Haiti after a coalition of Haitian stakeholders and international leaders, including the U.S.
Yeah, it's really a tale of two countries there in Hispaniola, which we'll have to discuss in more detail another time. But they're not coming to the Dominican, and they're not coming to Florida. Ron DeSantis tweeting out, for quite some time, the state of Florida has been dedicating significant resources to combat illegal vessels coming from Florida coming to Florida from countries such as Haiti. Given the circumstances in Haiti, I've directed the Division of Emergency Management, the Florida State Guard, and state law enforcement agencies to deploy over 250 additional officers and soldiers and over a dozen air and sea craft to the southern coast of Florida to protect our state. No state has done more to supplement the underfunded U.S. Coast Guard's interdiction efforts. We cannot have illegal aliens coming to Florida, period. Well, one place that may accept them, and I don't mean to be dismissive of the plight of Haitians who now have a legitimate asylum claim to make. I'm more dismissive of our the political idiocy that informs our border security policy. Mayor Eric Adams tweeting out, this is just, honestly,
I mean,
this
is
is
the second coming again.
This is the byproduct of the identitarian addled mind. We call New York City the Port-au-Prince of America.
What?
We feel the pain of our Haitian neighbors. We feel the pain our Haitian neighbors feel as the situation grows dire. To the people of Haiti and our own Haitian community here in New York City, know that we stand with you today and always. The reader added contact to the Mayor Adams, the community notes essentially on Twitter to this. This was great. Important context. No one other than Eric Adams has called New York City the Port-au-Prince of America.
Has he been to Port-au-Prince? The heck is he talking about?
Well, again, it's just trying to emote, emote and express solidarity and so forth. But he's just so ham-handed because he's a political hack, as all these people we talk about, with few exceptions, are. One of those exceptions is our next guest. He's Rodney Scott. He's the retired chief of United States Border Patrol and now a distinguished senior fellow at the Texas Public Policy Foundation. Rodney Scott, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on this morning. Really appreciate that.
So what do you think of this loose talk about standing up a migrant camp at Gitmo to process Haitian escapees?
That's about the only rational thing I've heard out of this administration in a long time, to be honest. Gitmo got a bad name.
Do we lose Rodney? Hello?
Rodney, are you there, Mr. Scott?
We've got a bad connection. I'll tell you what. Why don't we take a break and we'll try and get Rodney Scott on a good line. We'll come right back.
It's It's news, opinion, insight. This is Chicago's Morning Answer on AM 560. The Answer.
Parents, grandparents, you might want to be sitting down because this is amazing news. Imagine the student in your family not asking you for money to pay for college, or better yet, not getting into years and years of debt. How's this possible? Scholarships.com, a trusted and widely used scholarship platform that helps your student find scholarships and navigate the financial aid process. Get help to pay for college through a personalized list of scholarships that your student actually qualifies for. Better yet, every scholarship is vetted to ensure accuracy. And now the best part, drum roll please, it's absolutely free. Go to scholarships.com today. Both students and parents can join for free. And within minutes, receive your list of personalized scholarship matches. Check out the wealth of information and resources available at no cost. And read the fantastic reviews from other scholarship winners. Scholarships.com has helped over 23 million students and families find scholarships to help pay for college. And will help you too. Join scholarships.com today for free. That's scholarships.com.
AM 560. The Answer.
Okay, we're back. Dan and Amy, let's have Rodney Scott join us again, a retired Chief of the United States Border Patrol, Distinguished Senior Fellow, Texas Public Policy Foundation. Rodney, do we have you?
I think we do. Sorry about that.
No worries, no worries. So we were just talking about the talk that the Biden administration may use Guantanamo Bay as a processing center for Haitian refugees, and you were commenting on that.
Yeah, that's one of the first rational things I've heard out of this administration. Gitmo just provides space. It's a military base to provide processing off of the continent of the United States. It's a good thing to keep people from having free access to the entire United States, especially when you can't really vet them. Unfortunately, though, Haiti's a mess, and they're going to kind of have to get their own act together at some point in time. The United States just simply cannot be a refuge for every person in the world from a country that they've failed to manage on their own. And that's kind of what the Biden administration's policies have been, is just a complete open door until now. It's not sustainable.
Well, the concern, too, even if Gitmo is a good way station for now, is what the Biden administration policy has been in terms of these clandestine flights moving migrants around the country, which they have been doing for some time now. We know we have this Center for Immigration Studies document this through a FOIA lawsuit that they filed, 43 airports and tens of thousands of migrants that this administration has taken from the southern border or from foreign countries and flown into this country. Why wouldn't they do the same with Haitians at Gitmo?
Yeah, and just to clarify, three distinct different issues, and the Americans should be concerned about all of them. That 320,000 that was referenced in that report, those are people that have been flown from outside the country directly to airports inside the United States under the parole programs of that CBP-1 app. There are people that don't have any right to come in the United States. They don't have any immigration documents, but this administration has basically opened the flow. There's hundreds of thousands of others that literally are being released by Border Patrol or ICE at the border, and through FEMA grant funding, again, your tax dollars, it's supposed to be for sheltering and services after natural disasters. The federal government is giving all that money to non-governmental organizations, and they're putting them on commercial flights, flying them anywhere in the United States they would like to go. We've got about 10 million illegal aliens have entered this country under the Biden administration, and there hasn't been a single effort, a single program put in place to slow down that flow. All those combined are a significant problem. The good part about Gitmo traditionally is that is not technically the United States, it's just the United States base. So we can actually repatriate people back to Haiti in theory. I just doubt that this administration would do that.
Now, as someone who was able to work for both the Trump administration and the Biden administration, what were some attributes about Trump that you liked the most?
He listened. A couple of things. First off, the biggest difference between Biden and Trump, or actually I would even go past President Trump and every administration I worked for, is we had a mindset of deterrence, preventing crime before it happened, preventing illegal aliens before they happen. The Biden administration flipped that upside down. They basically told the career government border security experts to go sit in a closet. They brought in political appointees to make all the decisions about how this country enforces the laws on our border. And then they redirected all the funding that's normally towards enforcement and deterrent into expediting the processing, speeding up how fast CBP and Border Patrol can process people, and that results in releasing them into the U.S. They call home, tell their friends and family what happened, and that's why we have this tidal wave of illegal immigration today. I do want to point out, though, both administrations, every administration I worked with was compassionate. But the Biden administration has allowed our American compassion to be hijacked by people around the world with not our best interests at heart. The Trump administration and prior administrations put America's interests first and helped others when we could.
Well, the other thing, and this is a point that Tom Homan makes all the time about our compassion and empathy for our fellow man. We're not blaming people that are coming to this country that seek a better life, and they're doing so at the invitation of our government. So we should be focused on why our government is extending those invitations. But the point that Tom Homan always makes is that a secure border is also a safe border. When you make the border less secure, you endanger the lives not just of Border Patrol agents, first and foremost, but also of people that are trying to come to this country for a better life, because they're making dangerous trips they wouldn't otherwise be making, and doing so at the hands of dangerous people in often cases because of our invitation to come.
Tom's 100% accurate, and that's the whole concept about hijacking our compassion. And I'll give you some examples, because sometimes people have a hard time making it tangible. Specifically at the border, for no matter what the reason is that these people are coming, they're cutting the line in front of legal immigrants. But just by being there, they're providing the cartel a distraction. So the cartel pushes illegal aliens across the border that are willing to surrender and try to claim asylum. That overwhelms local law enforcement so that the cartel can make more money on bringing in the second wave of people that are willing to pay more to avoid law enforcement. Those are the criminals. Those are the people that are afraid to get fingerprinted, and all the narcotics. The other aspect, though, is the Border Patrol doesn't have time to do deep dive interviews, so more children are at risk today of being trafficked into the United States right under the nose and watch of Customs and Border Protection and Border Patrol, simply because they don't have the tools or the time to be able to do deep dive interviews. Whether it's children, whether it's the migrants that are being raped as they're coming up through Mexico, or whether it's literally just the chaos of the border and the crime that it's allowing to take place, there is nothing compassionate at all about a chaotic border. And as Tom also says, and I agree with him 100%, tell me a downside of a secure border. Tell me a downside of a secure home, because this is our national home. There isn't one.
Rodney Scott, retired Chief, United States Border Patrol, distinguished senior fellow now at the Texas Public Policy Foundation. Rodney Scott, thanks for joining us as always. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Sorry about the connection issue early on.
Oh,
no worries.
problem. And we'll have you back soon. And he joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.
The stories you need to know to start your day. This is Chicago's Morning Answer on AM 560. The Answer.
This is the time of year to enjoy life, so stop letting pain in your joints keep you from doing what you want to do this spring. Call QC Kinetics now. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking lasting joint pain relief, folks. No surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. QC Kinetics is literally transforming lives. Their advanced treatments harness your own body's ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. No pain pills, no risky surgery. This is an all-natural solution. QC Kinetics has tens of thousands of satisfied patients who've reclaimed their mobility. Take action now. Live your best life this spring and summer. It's a great use of your tax refund, by the way. So call QC Kinetics for a free consultation. 312-809-5955. 312-809-5955. That's 312-809.